Really fun song to play is the theme song from The Office. So I found a good tab for it. It's a little hard if you're a total beginner. So I'm going to first play it how they're showing it here. And then I'm going to show an easier way to do it, at least for the first part. The second part, there's really not an easier way. So one thing, like I'm going to do it on acoustic because it would be a lot easier to do on electric, but most people have acoustics. If I have a cutaway here, if you don't have a cutaway, it's going to be pretty hard. So really, if you do it on electric, the second half, it's much, much easier. So the first part, you actually have to finger pick it. So it's going to be a little harder to do it this way. So make sure you pull up the tab. It's going to go. Just make it both hands in the frame back here. So first thing, you hold down 3, 3. And all the notes are going to be on the top 3 strings. So hold down 3, 3, and you pinch 0 on 3. One thing I found is if you just master this first part, the rest will be a lot easier because this is the pattern. So it's pinch, 3 on the B string, up high on 3. This is just the first part, so make sure you pull up the tab and look at it. Then you're going to switch to B minor, which is a really easy chord, 4, 3, 2. See, my fingers do the same thing. It's the same pattern, the same arpeggio pattern over here. Then you go to E minor. This is a little harder because you got to skip a string with your thumb has to go down for the first time to the D string. And then you go to a C chord, but you only actually need these 2 notes from a C chord, 3 and 1. And again, if this is too hard, I'm going to show an easier way to do it in a second. So you're going to go. So you pinch the outer 2, hit this again, then you do a pinch, A in the B string, pull off with this finger, then middle finger on 2. So here's the whole beginning. This is a little challenging because you got a finger pick. Just doing some more advanced stuff over here. Same thing again. So I found a lot of my students couldn't do that. Even some of the ones that were a little better with finger picking, it was just a little too hard. So what you can do instead, and you can even use a pick for this, is ignore everything except what's happening on the top. So always ignore the bass notes. All you gotta do is go 3. Then instead of doing like that shape, you just do the top 2 and 3. Then just zeros. Then 1, 1, 1 pull off, 2, 0. So that's really easy. It's just. So that's much easier that way. So it's just ignoring everything that's down below. We'll do it one more time a little closer. So here's 3. Then you just go to these 2 notes. And just zeros. Then 1. Pull off, middle finger. I should have had this over here. So 3. Zeros. 1. So that's the easy way to do it. Now the next part is pretty easy on electric guitar. It's going to be hard if you have an acoustic that doesn't have a cutaway, but I'll try to kind of show how you could do it without having to like reach over here. So first thing, you make sure you're looking at this tab because it's kind of complicated. So this is the solo, the accordion solo. First thing, you jump up an octave. So you're going to go from 12 on G to 12 up on the top. So then you're going to put your middle finger on 14. You're going to go 14, 15, 14 kind of fast. And then up to 12. So the whole first part. And then your first finger should be on 12, then middle finger on 13. 13, 13. You can do the pull-off if you want. I tend not to do pull-offs when I'm playing up this high on acoustic. On electric it sounds good, on acoustic it doesn't. So again, the first line of it. The next part's going to be harder on acoustic. So again, you do the octave jump. 12 to 15. Then you got to put your first finger on 14. 14, 15, 17, 14. Then your ring finger has to get out to 17. And then 15, 17. 12. 13, 13. 13, 12. 14, 12. So the second one's a little harder. 12, 15. 14, 15, 17, 14. Then you got to get down to 17 on the B string. 15, 17, 15. Then you gotta go down to 12, then. And that's it. And then at the bottom, the guy shows what the chords are, but you could have seen what the chords were this whole time. If you just want to strum the song, it's just G. I had to kind of hear it in my head. So G, B minor, E minor, C major. What's kind of cool is you can go. So G major, B minor, E minor, C, and then if you want you can add this little pull-off thing. If you're more advanced, you can try to start working in the melody notes, like. Again, if you have an electric guitar, it's much easier to do the second half. So if anyone has any questions about this, let me know. It's a pretty fun song to play. It always puts everyone in a good mood. So if anyone has any requests, let me know. Just leave a comment. All right, thanks. Bye.